Loki has been an interesting watch. I wasn't really interested in watching the Marvel comic TV shows outside of The Mandalorian, skipping WandaVision, Captain America, and also Loki. I mean, what could a show even be about? He literally dies in Endgame. Not only does he die, everything felt so soft, the universe saved, characters can move on with their lives. But considering I actually do find Loki an interesting and fun character, and I do enjoy some stories about villains, I gave it a try. And turns out, Marvel had some interesting ideas for Loki. Now, there will be spoilers for the show. I'm going to try not to spoil anything major, but if you want a spoiler-free opinion, then I would just say now, just watch the show. It's pretty good. But for Loki, the show, remember when Loki grabbed the time stone? At least I think it was the time stone. Actually, thinking about it now, it might be the space stone, considering he teleports and opens portals, but after Loki opens up a portal and escapes the Avengers capture, he's immediately stopped by the TVA.
Welcome to the Time Variance Authority. I'm Miss Minutes.
What's the TVA? The TVA is an intergalactic organization tasked with protecting the main timeline from, well, time travelers, or just people who would alter the natural course of history. And Loki, using what I'm pretty sure is the Space Stone to escape capture, makes him prime enemy number 1. Now, my first question was, who the hell are the TVA and where were they when Thanos was threatening to wipe out the universe? Where have they been this whole time? Bunch of lazy asses? This almost feels a bit forced and out of nowhere. Anyway, so Loki is now captured by the TVA and has to answer for all his many crimes against humanity. All of the people he murdered, the ones he backstabbed, and more importantly, threatening the timeline as we know it. And it's kinda comical. Loki's an arrogant god who doesn't understand the trouble he's in. He throws his title around like it matters and makes threats against everyone despite not having any power here, and no one really cares who he is. Not only is it comical, it's also more slow and character driven. We get a lot of introspective into Loki as a character, the way he thinks and his own flaws. It's a really interesting direction for the show.
Where do you have her? Where is she? You lead them right to her.
So the main point of this show is that while the TVA wants to prune Loki, which means eradicating him from existence, Mobius, his case lawyer, wants to recruit Loki into the TVA to help with one goal: stopping Loki. See, this isn't the only version of Loki to mess with the timeline. There are many others, and they've all been stopped. But they are having trouble with this one particular variant of Loki, and Mobius wants Loki's help. He figures, well, if they can't stop Loki, maybe this Loki could give them some insight into what they should be doing. And Loki himself wants to avoid total eradication, so why not work together, am I right? What follows is a pretty interesting journey. Who is this new Loki? What do they want? What is our Loki scheming? How will Loki get out of this situation, and is he going to betray not only the TVA, but also the only person who stuck their neck out to keep him alive, Mobius? And we also get introduced to new characters like the Timekeepers. The Timekeepers are these beings said to control the main timeline. They know all that has happened and know all that will happen, and they're shaping the future to reach a desired outcome. And the Timekeepers need the TVA to prune people who are messing with the main timeline, because allowing them to continue doing so will create chaos and destruction unlike anyone has ever seen. And we don't want that, do we? Again, not sure what the Timekeepers were when Thanos was, blanking half the universe, but I do want to know more about them. So with that out the way, this is where some of the more spoilers come in. Not heavy spoilers, but I do want to talk about some parts of the show that I like, and I can't really do that without directly mentioning what it is. So, female Loki. I never thought I wanted a female Loki, but she's kind of a badass. A romance builds between the two Lokis and is both funny and interesting that the only person Loki has fallen in love with was himself. Like, how narcissistic do you have to be? But it says a lot about what kind of a character Loki is. That the only person he can trust and care about is himself. The only person he can understand is himself, so naturally being around himself, an attraction started to form. We have the secrets of the TVA, character deaths, the Timekeepers being fake robots, fucking alligator Loki! Alligator Loki! I never thought I would need an alligator Loki, But if you told me there was one in the show, I would think the show was stupid. Many Lokis are here hiding from the TVA. Lokis who drastically altered their timeline and had to get removed. Kid Loki who killed Thor in his timeline. Alligator Loki who ate the neighbor's cat when he wasn't supposed to. And Old Man Loki who realized that all of the schemes, all of the pain, everything that he's been doing meant nothing. And through a pursuit to fix himself to lead a better life, was targeted by the TVA because Loki is supposed to be the villain. No matter what Loki does, his destiny is to be the bad guy who brings the Avengers together and eventually dies at the hands of Thanos, concluding his life as a pained and lonely man. And Old Man Loki was punished for trying to change that. I love this character. I almost shed a tear at this character's arc. He truly is the MVP of the show. All of that. And that's just episode 5. We still have one more episode to go. With episode 6 concluding with the betrayal of two characters who knew each other so well that deep down they knew they couldn't trust each other, and the fallout of their relationship. With the introduction of the multiverse into the Marvel storyline and the introduction of the new character King. He who threatens the entire multiverse and was being held back by the Timekeepers is now unleashed upon the world. I am excited for the next season of Loki, and I hope everyone gives the show a try. Considering how good Loki was, I might even go back and watch WandaVision and the Falcon show. Though I don't think they'll be as captivating as Loki, I'm willing to give them a try. And with that is my opinion of Loki. A surprisingly good show. What do you think of Loki? Let me know in the comment section down below, and don't forget to drop a like and sub to my channel if you enjoyed the video. Come on guys, get me to 1,000 subs. Please. My late great grandma always wanted this for me. Bless her heart. Peace. Thanks for watching.